Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Pooh, what it is? How you feeling, man? Fucking man, Pooh in the building. Yo. Shit getting real. KD to the Rockets. Who we get? You know, I was a fan. I'm a Phoenix fan, man. What niggas got for KD? What's up, Davon? I know, man. Sons, we had our best years, yo, when Steve Nash and them was there. We couldn't get past the Spurs. And sometimes the Lakers. Who they get in return? Who they get in return? Hope they at least got a first round pick. Straight out this bitch in the motherfucking sweltering heat. Sure, it's gonna be nice. What the fuck? Let me see who the songs got. Brooks Green and picks. They got Jalen Green. Sons can't seem to do shit right, man. I mean, they had to break the team up. One going nowhere. God damn, it's hot out this bitch. Shit. Yo, so this Iran said United States ain't get nothing in them attacks, man. That's what word on the street is, man. Word on the street is United States ain't destroyed nothing in them attacks. That's what the Iranian prime minister said. Niggas want to believe, yo. Yeah, I be really pissed off, yo, that you can't really speak honestly about some of these things. Yeah, I saying that. Say New York, D.C. for at least the next 48 hours on high alert. That shit wild, y'all. That shit crazy. It'd be nice when they can be real speak. It's like, yo, you see people speak on it, but they don't let motherfuckers, they don't let like us speak on that shit. See the Russia. Yeah, you under my bed then. I don't know what the fuck wrong with you, my nigga. The fuck type shit you gonna chant? You know what I mean? Yo, Jim Jones is a sellout. That nigga Jim Jones admitted he's a motherfucking clout chaser today. Well, he actually admitted it yesterday. Like, yo, clout chasers are fucking up the world, man. Talking about you gotta know how to survive in this media space. Where my phone at? What's up, Jim? Yeah, positivity is always good to spread, man. We spread realism. You know what I mean? Realism might not always be positive to some, but it's real. You know? So this nigga Jim Jones posted. Let me show you what this nigga posted. I'm done with these rappers though, man. So Jim Jones say If you 40 and up arguing with me about Nas, you already lost. Y'all fell for the bait. My streams go up every time I go viral. I'm teaching you older artists a lesson in marketing. Y'all so stuck in yesterday. Y'all math ain't the way the things run today. Oh, you know, I said y'all mad at the way things run today. Tighten up. So Jim Jones just admitted that, yo, fucking, I'm clout chasing too. Grown ass man down there, 50 years old, 47 years old, on online clout chasing. Man, we are done, y'all. Yo, clout chasing culture is ruining the black community. Specifically. I don't know what it's doing to anybody else. But I know when it comes down to the black community, that shit ruining it. Because similar to like what I said about Cassie and the Daphne and about the Cassie situation, right? Yo, if what if we had a world full of clout chasers? Like everybody, like nobody stood against it. Everybody was 10 toes down, clout chasing. Yo, what would that look like? You understand what I'm saying? And what I was saying with Cassie, and when people try to make it seem like Cassie was a victim, I'm like, yo, she wasn't no victim. She knew what she was doing. I mean, she was a full participant. And I was saying that the real victims are the people that's not willing to go. The real victims are the people that's not willing to sacrifice their morals and principles. No, I haven't. No, I used to earn clout. Uh, Bad jokes. Used to earn clout. Clout was earned. That shit wasn't. You didn't have to chase it. You put the work in. You put the work in. Then you gain clout over time. Niggas is chasing that shit now. So, what I was saying about Cassie was the real victims are the people that's not willing to sacrifice themselves. Those are the victims. So, in this clout chasing shit, the people that's losing is the people that's trying to stand on morals and integrity and principles. Like, yo, we are moving away from principles. We moving away from morals, yo. In the next 10 years, we gonna live in a world where there's no such thing as morals. Do whatever you gotta do to get the next bag. Like that is gonna be the general perception of the way that people think. Do whatever you gotta do to get a bag. Fuck over this person. Say some of the wildest things in the world. Yo, Jim Jones, I don't know if he was real or not when he said the shit about Nas, but now he trying to backtrack it to now shit. I'm just marketing myself. Yo, that was some bitch ass shit, bro. You marketed yourself putting out a known lie that you didn't even believe? Like, what type of nigga is you? What type of nigga is you, man? What type of nigga is you that at 40 something years old? You might as well be Charleston White. I'm ready to start comparing Jim Jones to Charleston White. Might as well. If you gonna be on this online clout chasing. This what he said. If you 40 and up, like I for one, who else is gonna argue with him about this shit? You know what I mean? He said, if you 40 and up argue with me about Nas, y'all already lost. Y'all fell for the bait. My streams go up every time I got viral. I'm teaching you older artists a lesson in marketing. Y'all so stuck in yesterday. Y'all mad at the way things run today. Tighten up. So basically what he's saying is, y'all, I'm a clout chaser. I'm a bitch. You know what I mean? I'm chasing the next bag. If a motherfucker offer me $5 million, ain't no telling what I do. What's up, real? You offer that nigga Jimmy $5 million, Jimmy might do a split. You heard me? Ain't no telling, y'all. I don't trust clout chasers. If you're a clout chaser, you'll do anything. Because it's gonna be times when, and I always say this, it's gonna be times if you chasing clout, it's gonna be times when you gotta sacrifice your morals and principles. You know what I mean? You got to sacrifice something. It's gonna be times where the need for money is gonna supersede your need for integrity, your need for principles, your need for respect. So I can't fuck with you on that end. You can't have both. You know what I mean? You can't have both, y'all. But now everybody trying to sell you this character shit. Oh, I'm a character. Well, I don't fuck with characters, y'all. If I want to watch character, I watch a movie, my nigga. I don't need to be watching you niggas and you niggas playing a fucking role. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. You niggas goofy. I'm getting sick and tired of these rap niggas. Yeah, man. I'm getting sick and tired of them, man. All of them sellouts. All of them gonna take a bag to push a motive, push an agenda. All of them. They like whores. Yeah, man. Yo, rappers. I'm starting to look at rappers like prostitutes. They ain't no different than Cassie. Motherfucker pay for play. Them niggas pay for play, man. You get them niggas a couple of hours, ain't no telling what they do, man. You be surprised. You be surprised what your favorite rapper do for a bag, man. Straight up. You be surprised what they do for a bag. Or is she? I mean, cause it go both ways. It ain't just guys. Damn, y'all already getting this hot ass. I'm turn the air on this bitch. Hold on, man. Cause this shit ready to get crazy. It's ready to get crazy. Yeah, for real. Hey, you know what it is. You know what it is. I'm ready to go to work, bro. See what I got on? I'm going to work, my nigga. Look. Hey, no, y'all like. This shit getting wild, man. It's getting wild out here, y'all. I ain't never thought I'd see the day, man. Old Jomo. Jomo he done turned sour. I knew the money was getting low. I said that on the last live when we talked about it. I said his money must be getting low. He's saying anything. Then he came out and admitted it. Yeah, I'm a clout chaser, y'all. This the world we living in. Instead of fighting against it, I'm just gonna conform. I'm just gonna conform. He might start supporting Black Lives Matter next. Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised, yo. Don't be surprised if Jim Jones starts screaming Black Lives Matter, yo. Straight up. He probably already was doing it. You feel me? Like, he'll probably already screaming that shit, man. Yeah, man. It's for real, though, yo. Can't trust them niggas, man. Weird ass nigga. Yo, weirdo. So that nigga really gonna say something that he don't believe to gain attention. Like that's what we doing at 47 years old now. That's what we doing at 47 years old. What's up, Hot Mo? Niggas out here saying shit they don't believe just to gain media attention. So basically what he's saying is he knew comparing himself to Nas was dumb as a motherfucker. He just said it just because it was on his mind and he knew that it'd get views. You a bitch in my opinion. I don't respect those niggas that do that, yo. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm outdated, but I don't respect clout chasing. I think clout chasing making it bad for everybody. Because you can't beat them. You can't beat them. You can't beat a clout chaser, y'all. Any person that's willing to resort to desperate measures to gain attention to themselves, it ain't nothing you can do with them. Yeah, I'm talking about Jim. You can't beat them, yo, because I ain't sacrificing nothing. I'm not sacrificing my morals. I'm not sacrificing my integrity. I'm not sacrificing my soul. I'm not sacrificing nothing. You understand me? Time, maybe. That's all I sacrifice is time. Anything outside of time, anything that I stand on or I believe in or I was raised on, I'm not sacrificing none of that shit to get a motherfucking dollar. Man, fuck out of here. But other niggas will. Other niggas will. And now we found out that Jim Jones is one of them. So now when he speak, I ain't even no need to listen, because that nigga just talking. You know, good goddamn well he ain't nowhere near no motherfucker. No, that shit was stupid as a bitch. Talk about, yo, every time I go viral, my streams go up. What that nigga ready to start staging fights? Hey, don't be surprised, yo, Jim Jones stage a fight or two. That nigga ready to be Charleston White out this bitch. Staging arguments and beefs. To gain views. Nigga, you's a bitch. Goofball. Old ass goofball. You know, somebody sent Ben out of here. It was cool when he was trolling, but now he's spamming. Somebody send Ben to the door, man. Yeah, Ben tripping. They don't got nothing else better to do. Yeah, they don't got. Like, we having a real conversation. Yo, this is a real problem, yo. Like, I don't think people. Yo, this gonna be one of them situations like it always is, right? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Cause this how it always is. And I'm trying to warn people now. This gonna be one of them situations where people look back and be like, damn, yo, clout chasing fucked up the black community. And the people, and it's only gonna be a few people that benefited from it. It's like it always is. Everybody wait till it's too late. I'm telling you now, clout chasing is a problem. It's been a problem and it's getting worse. Whenever you got 40 and 50-year-old chasing clout, saying anything for views, yo, that is an issue, a major issue. Yeah, if morals and principles and integrity not being taught in the household, they ain't getting it nowhere else, y'all. Cause all they saying online is niggas chasing it. Niggas willing to say anything for views. That's all they get. And we know nowadays kids spend most of their time online. That man wild as shit. Yo, but listen to this though. Remember how I was telling y'all how they pushed crack on the black community? How the crack epidemic was a propaganda machine? I remember this song. I used to sing this song. Who remember that song, Your Mama on Crack Rock? If you ain't old enough, you don't remember. But I remember this song. And I'm thinking, and somebody played it like that really was a song back in the day. Like, yo, they promoted this shit out crack to the black community through rap music and other mainstream media. Like, remember I was showing y'all how they push this, how they push mass incarceration on the people by doing segments on crack and how they lied. Remember how they lied and it was like, you know, a crackhead has a $100 a day habit. You know, that's 5 days a week. That means they gotta steal. What was it? What was the numbers, y'all? 200. They gotta commit 238 crimes a week or a year or some shit like that to support that habit. They really said that on the news, y'all. They said that shit on the news. A fucking bold-faced lie, not backed up by no statistics, no analysts, just some shit they made up. But listen to this. Who remember this song? If you ain't old enough, you don't remember. But this was really a song, a hit song back in the day. Listen to this. Remember this song? Yo, that was a song back in the day, yo. And it was kids in the video singing it. God damn it. It was kids in the video singing it. And when I brought that up to bring it back to clout chasing. At that time, yo, people didn't realize it was a propaganda machine being ran. People didn't realize the effects that those songs and just that whole thing was going to have on the community. It devastated the black community, you know, because they tapped it with mass incarceration. But now you got this clout chasing shit, and everybody think this shit is cool. Everybody think it's funny, but it's really goofy, and it's going to have a negative effect on the youth, like it always does. And then once it has this effect, now everybody gonna be sitting back like, damn, how the fuck we get here? But I'm telling you now, yo, you got a 50-year-old man admitting here clout chasing, yo, that is insane. Yo think it's funny. That shit, yo, I can't believe it. 50-year-old ex-gang member. But matter of fact, I should know now. It makes sense now because he didn't want to push that blood shit. He didn't want to push that gang shit on the East Coast. So it ain't surprising. He been a bitch. He been a sellout. He been a sellout. That shit wild. But yeah, that was really a song back in the day. I used to sing that song, not knowing, well, I knew what it was about. But I ain't, you know, you don't, see the thing is, yo, you don't see the effects of these things till years down the line. You know what I mean? That's when you start seeing the effects of it. In real time, that's why I always gotta say, yo, we gotta start calling shit out in real time. That's why I be on a lot of these niggas' heels like this. Because you can't let it go by without saying nothing. Similar to if you let a lie linger long enough, it becomes the truth. It's the same concept. Like when it comes down to the black man and the lies that was told on the black man all these years, it became the truth. You know what I mean? It became the truth. It was a lie at first. It was a lie for years. That black men left their family and black men ain't want to take. That was a lie. But it became the truth. Yeah, you gotta nip lies in the bud. I mean, nip lies. Yeah, you gotta rid the lie, yo, as soon as it starts. You don't let that shit keep going. Yeah. Yep. The people that told the lie even start believing. Black men ain't never stopped taking care of their kids. Black men was forced out the house. Black men was put on drugs. Was tricked into drugs. Black men was getting sent to prison at high numbers. But that's not the story that was told. The story that was told was black men don't want to take care of their kids. That was the story. That was the lie. Damn, Jim Jones. I said that shit on live last night. I said, what's nigga clout chasing? Then he come out and admit it. Yeah, I'm clout chasing, y'all. You know, you can't beat them, join them. It wasn't enough if you can't beat them, join them ass niggas. No type of nigga that switch hoods. His neighborhood get the beef with another neighborhood. They spanking his homeboys. Next thing you know, Jim Jones hanging with them niggas. Like, damn, Jim. I thought we was in it to the end. I thought we was riding and dying together, Jim. No, Jimmy done switch sides. He a turncoat. He a turncoat. Your work don't equal money no more. Like it used to be. You can put in all the work and don't receive none of the benefits because you're going up against clout chasers. Like I said, back to Cassie. You can't call Cassie a victim. The victim was the other female that was on the label that wasn't willing to fuck. That wasn't willing to be manipulated. That wasn't willing to be controlled. That wasn't willing to trade sexual favors for an opportunity. That's the victim. Those are the victims, y'all. Not the people willing to sell their soul. You can't sell your soul and say you're a victim. You sold your soul. You had a price. Motherfucker had the money to foot the bill. I mean, had the money to foot the bill. You can't then say you a victim. No, hell no. The victim is the person that didn't sell their soul. They got kicked off the label. The album that never came out. That their career stalled because they was going up against some motherfucker that was soulless. Those are victims. The victims in this clout chasing era are the people that's not willing to succumb to it. The people that's not willing to concede. Those are the people losing. Because they not willing to just say anything. I'm not going to get on here and say something I don't believe. Just to be a shock jock and gain media attention. Man, fuck no. What the fuck I look like? Yeah, Jose, like, we're losing integrity, y'all. It's a war against integrity right now. It's a silent one. If you don't pay attention, you'll miss it. It's a few things going on right now besides the war that we're on the brink of. It's a war between mainstream media and independent YouTubers, and it's a war against integrity and clout chasing. And I think the people that's on the right side are losing. The people that's on the side of integrity is losing. Now the war between mainstream media and independent bloggers, I think that's maybe 60-40. They might got slight, because they put these people on the internet and trick people into believing they was independent, but they working with the system. And people watch them and support them. So they might be up like 60-40. But they still struggling to control the narrative. It's still a fight. I mean, niggas ain't... The integrity fight, niggas is losing. We losing the fight on integrity by a mile. the fight about controlling the narrative, that's more, that's more evil. Let it go, my nigga. You'll keep trying to. You'll keep trying to manipulate the youth again, as a grown ass man. See, yo, remember what I told y'all about the rappers, right? Like, rappers that's talking it and living it, I respect them niggas. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about the drill rappers that talk about killing and murder. I think that shit is stupid. I'm just talking about the regular rapper that's still subject to the rhymes that they speak. I respect them niggas. But the rappers that's talking gangster shit, and they in the house with their families, and they ain't in the mix, I don't respect them niggas, man. You niggas are a problem. Because the shit that they saying, people is listening to. And they gonna go out and commit some of these crimes. Meanwhile, you ain't doing none of that shit. You just rapping. You just talk. You just reaping the benefits of their destruction. I can't fuck with them niggas. That's what Jim Jones is at this point. You ain't frontline Jimmy no more, nigga. You kicked up. You laid up in the house some motherfucking way, bro. You're not subject to the destruction. You're not subject to the destruction. Even with the drill rappers, I take that back. I don't respect what they do, but at least, ain't no real mainstream drill rappers even talk about that. I'm talking about the mainstream niggas. The niggas that got millions of followers that the whole world know. Y'all just bitch rapping gangster, nigga. You ain't did nothing gangster in 20 years, nigga. You guys to switch that shit up, nigga. Talk about your life now. But Jim Jones still want to tend to the youth. That's why he dressed like that. That's how he want to dress he pulled a Shannon Sharp. He want to dress it. He don't dress his age, he dress his wage. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Ball ass nigga. What is you talking about, nigga? One of them young niggas pull up on that boy, he gonna cry. Look, I ended up in the South with P. Diddy. God damn. P. Diddy ready to beat that case, Perry. Y'all think P. Diddy go get... If y'all think P. Diddy ready to do 30 years in prison, yo, you is sadly mistaken. You shouldn't even want P. Diddy to do 30 years in prison for being a freak. What if they grabbed your husband or grabbed your boyfriend and locked his ass up for being a freak and told him it was a Rico? The fuck, man, y'all sound stupid. Anybody that's wishing jail on Diddy for being a freak is a problem. Man was a freak, man. It's a lot of freaky ass niggas out here. What's up, Trent? We gonna start locking all of them. If they locking up P. Diddy, they need to lock up Adam 22. What the fuck is the difference between? And I was gonna put that in the title eventually. What's the difference between what Diddy did and what Adam 22 doing? Adam 22 people having his wife fuck other guys. Why he ain't tied into a Rico or criminal enterprise? I'm sure the guys that's fucking his wife, I don't think they all live in the same state. Why is he not charged with? Why is that not sex trafficking? Because it's bogus. It's bogus. That nigga Adam had two. He did a whole show. He was gonna pick somebody to fuck his wife with him. How the fuck is that? He ain't that she not being trafficked. If you let the motherfucking if you let the federal government say that's exactly what he doing when he gonna get charges. He had his wife fuck the dude again. What if she say, I don't typically want to do this? And he like, well, it's content. Is that financial manipulation? Is that through force or coercion? Somebody let me know, y'all. Maybe I'm missing something. But it looks like the same thing to me. Let the feds tell it. If that's a crime, that's a federal crime, then OnlyFans workers need to be charged too. They travel state to state fucking. They're gonna shut down OnlyFans and start indicting them. Come on, yo, people just be sounding crazy. Listen to them dumbass blogs that work for mainstream media. They didn't do no motherfucking rape. Like, what are you talking about? Yo, hey, Perry White, go back and watch that live we did a couple days ago. It's called Mainstream Media Lying on Diddy. Go back and watch that. Then come back and we can finish the conversation. Because you are seriously misled. There's no rape allegations with Diddy's situation. He didn't rape anybody. You think Diddy gotta rape somebody? Like, come on now, Perry. This man fucking billionaire. Man, they gotta rape nobody. It's a billionaire. I don't think people understand what that means. There's people that do anything to be in his presence. And Cassie was one of them. 50 Baby Mother was another one. Who fault is that? Like I said, who fault is that you're willing to do anything I say just to be around me? It's not my fault. Because everybody not willing to do it. It's your fault. Jeffrey Epstein is a whole nother level, bro. Jeffrey Epstein had 1,000 victims, my nigga. Y'all. Project Y. Diddy has 2 alleged victims that's really suspects because they all committed crimes. And it was his girlfriends. Jeffrey Epstein was preying on kids. Jeffrey Epstein had people going up to middle schools recruiting children. Diddy ain't on those same level as Jeffrey Epstein, man. That's that shit mainstream media push. That's just that is foolish. I did a video on that. I did a live video on Epstein, Weinstein, and Diddy. Go check it out. See, the problem is y'all watching the wrong pages. That's the problem. Y'all watching pages that y'all think independent, but they're not independent. They mainstream. Look at their production. Look at how many videos they produce daily. They mainstream. They got a whole marketing team behind them. They got a whole team. Man. Diddy was on drugs, man. It's like the rest of them. They always on drugs. They trying to tell y'all you can believe a drug addict now, y'all. For years, they say drug addicts lied, they steal, they did all these heinous things. Now they telling you, no, hell no. You can take a drug addict testimony, it's credible now. Like, just look how they moving the goalposts when it's beneficial. And people can't even see past, they can't even see the play. They was on heavy drugs. Heavy drugs. Multiple. Not just one. They wasn't just smoking weed. They was smoking weed, doing GHB, doing ketamine, sniffing pink cocaine, popping perks, taking Xanax, but they credible witnesses. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. They can't even remember most of their nights. Man, Xanax, you can black out off of Xanax. They don't even remember what the fuck happened. All of them. Diddy too. Diddy damn near OD. Probably more than once. Yeah, a lot of them is weirdos. The freak officers, the shit that Diddy was doing in the freak officers is weird. But it's not RICO. Like, people got on, it's not a RICO. It's not sex trafficking. Like why people can't separate Diddy being a weirdo, Diddy being a freak from sex trafficking? He's charged with sex trafficking. He didn't sex traffic anybody. Didn't sex traffic anybody. They was willing participants. A monkey the Luffy, monkey the Luffy. If you had money, if you was a multi-millionaire, and I don't know if you're a man or a woman, and you had a significant other that was willing to do anything you said, because they was in fear that if they don't listen, you're gonna cut them off financially. Yo, should you be facing 30 years for that? Should the federal government arrest you and charge you with running a criminal organization, saying that you used your money to manipulate this person? Like, this person didn't have a choice because you had money. Yo, that is bogus as a motherfucker, yo. You don't want the federal government to start doing that to people. Because if they do this to Diddy, it's gonna start a precedent. Ain't nothing wrong, hey yo. Diddy freak-offs. It was Diddy freak-offs. I think Tissa Towers need a Diddy freak-off. Yo, I done told him, fuck him in that cheesecake. I'm not doing that shit, nigga. Fuck I look like. Just like one of the other guys. He said, fuck it. If y'all can remember, one of the other guys, he ain't go. Like, I'm not walking to get no motherfucking cheesecake. But the rest of them did. Who fault is that? Hey, Heart Mode, that was a good point. Who fault is that? Yo said no. I ain't doing it. Yo, you got a choice, yo. You don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to sell your soul. Then with Cassie, paid Cassie, yo. They did some horrible things to Cassie, man. Mentally, physically, emotionally. She got paid for that. $20 million. Even after he was being extorted. Don't forget Cassie extorted Diddy. I mean, let's not forget that. Fuck, she ain't charged with, why she ain't charged with nothing? And he didn't make $1 off of none of this shit. Yeah, he did Cassie bad. I can't defend that. Cassie bad. Cassie got paid. You know what I mean? Fair robbery. But she had to book a Diddy life that we didn't know about. No kids, no Justin Bieber, no Usher. You know what I mean? No children. Like I've been saying. Mainstream media lied. Pushed the false narrative. Y'all believed it. Y'all told y'all friends. They believed it. Now everybody sitting back wondering where the kids at. When are the kids going to be introduced to trial? Well, the prosecution is rest, which means there ain't no kids going to be introduced to that trial. Because there wasn't never no kids involved. I mean, wasn't never no kids involved. forgot the dude's name. A lot of dudes left to making the band show. Because you know, it's like hazing. You know, fraternities and sororities, they haze people. It looks like to get in this industry, you got to go through a hazing process, if that's what you're willing to accept. You know, people only do what you allow. You got to remember that, yo, you got choices in this shit. You don't gotta, yo, the problem is some people want in, like I always say. They want in so bad that they're willing to do whatever they got to do to get in, even if it's selling their soul. Cassie sold her soul to Diddy. He brought it. He brought it. He purchased her soul. $20 million. Yeah, be more Joe. It was lies, bro. I did a whole live explaining it, showing everybody the lies. I told everybody months ago, like probably 6-7 months ago, that yo, once Diddy trials start, these lawsuits gonna disappear because it wasn't never real. You feel me? Niggas thought I was tripping. Yo, what you mean? It's court documented. Yo, it's people over top of the courts, man. Like, people must don't know how this country works. They can't. There's no way they know. There's people over top of the justice system. All they gotta do is press a button. Make a phone call. Next thing you know, federal indictments coming down. Locked up unjustly. Slander, media slander campaign. Yeah, that's real. It's not a game. They did to Bill Cosby. You must have forgot. They did to R. Kelly. But the problem they had with this situation is Diddy got money. R. Kelly ain't had no money. Bill Cosby ain't had Diddy money. And he was old as shit. They tricked Bill Cosby into going to prison. They offered Bill Cosby a deal for motherfucking 18 months. His lawyer ain't telling why. Who got to the lawyer? Who got the Bill Cosby lawyer and told him don't tell him about this deal that they offered? What the fuck happened? That's how Bill Cosby came home and people didn't know. That's how he gave his time back. I don't know how many people didn't know that. Yeah, they don't, Mo. They don't understand how lobbying works. All these motherfuckers take payment. Why you think you can donate to a political campaign? What you think they donating for? You think they just I want this person to win? Hell no, they try to push their interests. If I get this motherfucker $5 million, he indebted to me. She indebted to me. Now if I want this contract at this place, yo, I gave you $5 million, man. Make this contract happen. This is how the United States work. That's how it works. No, I ain't gonna crash. I'm almost to my destination. Yeah, man, but we started this conversation talking about selling out and how sellouts is ruining the black community. how clout chasing is growing in black community. And we was talking about Jim Jones, just admitted he's a clout chaser at damn near 50. Need to be ashamed of himself. But yo, man, free Tim, man. Whoever the fuck Tim is. What's up, Carl? You said most exits happen 5 miles from their destination. Where the fuck do you get that from? Well, I'm less than 5 miles. I might not even be a mile from my destination, so I think I'm good, man. How you know that? You be surprised who know who I am, man. You be surprised who watches who on this internet. This ain't really about Jim Jones. He don't need to see this. The people that support him and the people that thought he was a real person needs to see this. That's who need to see it. Know what you watching. That's my whole thing with everything. Just know what you watching, man. When you watching mainstream media, know that shit might not be real. I mean, know they could be lying. Don't just take it as facts. You watching what people say, knowing sometimes they got ulterior motives. I mean, that's my focus. Know what you watching, because we people tend to believe shit. That's why I played the Mama on Crack Rock shit. That was propaganda on 1,000. They made that a hit song, distributed all to through the black community. Oh shit, you can suck dick for coke. Some people didn't even know that. That might have been happening in one neighborhood. You know what I mean? Now, since it's on the airwaves and it's being distributed to community, now hella mothers out this bitch sucking dick for coke. That's how that shit works. That's how it works. That's how they did with drill music. It was just in Chicago. People started, they saying people getting notoriety. Next thing they know it's in Jacksonville. Next thing they know it's in London. Next thing they know it's here. It's there. That's a propaganda machine, man. Pay attention to it. Dumbass. See, motherfuckers so stupid they can't even, like, you gotta explain everything to them to the fucking smallest percentile. People can't even use their own goddamn brain. You know, Keep It G News is what you need to watch. Because ain't nobody been keeping it realer than me. I don't think. And I don't hold no cut cards for none of these niggas. I ain't trying to get in. I'm good on the outside. Talk about everybody that's walking it. You feel me? I'm completely good on the outside, exposing the people that's going in. I don't want to be in. Not to the level where I gotta compromise myself. Nope. Not to that extent. Now, where the fuck is my, where's my charger at? Damn, bro, I hope I leave my charger, yo. Hot as a bitch. All this goddamn talking, I ain't got my fucking charger. I left that shit in here. Shit. I don't know, y'all. I know if nuclear weapons get involved, that'll be the end of humanity. I do know that. I was just talking to my peoples about that shit. Damn, y'all. Maybe I left that shit in the car. I know if nuclear weapons get involved, humanity is done. That's one thing I can say. Damn, y'all. I ain't got my fucking charger. I have to go buy a fucking charger. What's today's date, y'all? 22nd. I ain't got no fucking office. This ain't my motherfucking office. This is just the office. Yeah, right. This ain't my office. But yeah, though, y'all. Hold on, man. Oh, y'all fucking took the shit in the fucking house. I'm gonna have to ride back. I'm gonna have to ride back home sometime today. Get my fucking charger. I took that shit in the house. But let's see what's the latest while we sitting. What's the latest going on in Iran?
Today, let's paint with Bear, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Bear.
Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky, and I know a lot of Americans right now wondering what this means for us, potential threats to the homeland. And you've been talking to law enforcement agencies. We know the NYPD and other agencies.
Trump. Like, yo, we ain't got nothing to do with this shit, man. They fighting over land. They fighting over land, man. They didn't save us from nothing. They ain't even hit nothing. You feel me? Yo, they fighting over land. We ain't got shit to do. They fighting over land that don't even belong to them. It's not us. We not benefiting from this. I don't know, gas prices going up like a bitch. I don't know if you paying attention or not. But what if they decide, you know what? We gonna stop these motherfuckers from coming over here getting oil. Then what? Then what?
Across the country ramping up their resources. What are some of the biggest concerns right now?
They're already deployed this morning. The NYPD and a number of other police agencies are deploying to cultural, religious, and diplomatic locations associated with both Iran and Israel. The NYPD said this is out of an abundance of caution, not because of any specific threat, though you heard Iran's top diplomat say during Ian's piece that his country reserves all options to retaliate. Iran may be weakened, but it could still order or encourage attacks on U.S. government institutions, infrastructure, and individuals. Proxy groups have struck U.S. military targets before, and Iranian cyber attacks have compromised water and wastewater systems in the U.S. in the past. Iran has also targeted dissidents living in the U.S., and plotted to assassinate President Trump himself over the killing of top Iranian General Qasem Soleimani during Trump's first term. So law enforcement is taking no chances here. Iran will now see the U.S. as a belligerent actor in these hostilities and so the U.S. homeland is considered by Iran now a legitimate target.
And we know that we've already had some lone wolf attacks that have happened recently. We've been operating at this heightened alert level. So how could the posturing change for law enforcement agencies following these attacks on Iran?
Part of the reason police agencies pay attention to these sensitive locations.
The Pentagon did an interview earlier.
Been about regime change. The president authorized potential Iranian surface-to-air threats. We are currently unaware of any is exactly what our to severely degrade a strike that included the longest beat against the United States of America will be met with force far greater than what was witnessed. He meant it. This days of peace and negotiation. Otherwise, that nuclear program, that nuclear capability will not exist. He meant it. This is not the previous administration. The President Trump said no nukes. He seeks peace, and Iran should take that path. He sent out a truth last night saying this: any retaliation by Iran against the United States of America will be met with force far greater than what was witnessed tonight. Signed, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Iran would be smart to heed those words. He's said it before, and he means it. I want to give recognition to the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the Joint Staff, General Eric Kurilla at CENTCOM, who did a phenomenal job, he and his staff, all of CENTCOM. Policy across the board, this was a joint effort, and across the Pentagon effort. I want to recognize the pilots who flew those bombers, who flew those fighters, who flew those refuelers, warriors. I want to recognize the sailors on those destroyers, in those subs, on those carriers, warriors, all of them. I want to recognize our soldiers doing air defense, base defense, QRF, warriors, all of them. Every American involved in this operation performed flawlessly.
Yo, we don't know what's the truth, yo. Yo, stop believing. Yo, we don't know what's the truth. That motherfucker will tell us anything, man. Yeah, man. They've been screaming death to America for how many years? But why? What has America done? Like, yo, just like we call people terrorists, they probably call us terrorists too. Like, yo, stop believing everything you hear, man. You don't think there's people around the world going around saying that the United States is terrorists? I'm willing to bet it is. I'm willing to bet it is. Nobody knows who's right and who's wrong. We only know what's being told. And most people don't apply logic and reason. They just listen.
And I want to give recognition to our allies in Israel as well. This is a plan that took...
Yo, Israel didn't even fight with us in Palestine. Yo, we was in Palestine for how many years? Them motherfuckers ain't sent a soldier. But we keep running, we keep jumping up in their shit, running to their defense when they beefing over land. That shit ain't got nothing to do with us. They making it about nuclear capabilities. And how the fuck we gonna dictate who got nuclear bombs and who don't? I seen something earlier that said we got 500. Let me show y'all this.
How does the 30,000-pound GBU-57 bunker bust?
Not this. Listen to this.
Do you know the country with the most nuclear bombs in the world? Japan has -2. Netherlands has 10. Belgium has 15. Turkey has 20. Germany has 20. Italy has 35. North Korea India has 50. Israel has 90. Pakistan has 170. India has 172. United Kingdom has 225. France has 290. Third China has 500. Second US has 5,244. First Russia has 5,880.
Everybody got nuclear motherfucking bombs out this bitch. How you gonna dictate what the fuck they get? Yeah, this shit ain't about no damn nuclear bombs, man. This shit about land. Like it always been about. It's about land, man. Motherfuckers trying to take over a piece of land that don't belong to them. That's what it's about. We don't know what the fuck going on over there. Could they have nuclear weapons? Possibly. Could they not have nuclear weapons? Possibly. Yeah, man. It's all possible.
They know Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon. That's the only reason they're comfortable attacking them. Because they know Iran cannot attack back with nuclear weaponry. And they arrogantly thought their Iron Dome was going to protect them. But it literally collapsed within 24 hours. A lot of people may have seen earlier videos where a whole bunch of Iran's weapons were being intercepted by the Iron Dome. The Iron Dome, by the way, actually shoots a missile up to intercept and blow up other missiles. But what they didn't get is that Iran was intentionally sending old missiles to wear out, to use up the defense. And once they felt like they had sufficiently worn down the defenses of the Iron Dome, then they started unleashing the heavy duty stuff. And Iran has hypersonic missiles. And I don't know if you've seen one of those on video. It is insane how fast they come in. You're not getting out of the way of a hypersonic missile. You may be able to see some other type of missile up in the air heading your way. You run for the hills. You're not running from a hypersonic missile. As fast as you see it, it's there. It travels faster than the speed of sound. So it hits you before you even hear it coming. They've also unleashed a new type of weaponry that we've never even seen before. Hey Siri, how many missiles does Iran have? It's going to be in the thousands. 3. They know Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon. That's the only reason they're
Look at this.
comfortable.
Listen to this.
Stopped. Iran could
1995.
produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year. It could be within a few months. They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly if they wanted to do it.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the enriched uranium for an atom bomb. Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a decade. Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out. Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything, nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
Man, he been telling people that shit since 1995, man. Yeah, they've been weeks away for 30 years. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, man, people better stop believing that dumb. That man, they've been weeks away for 30 years. It take 30 years to get one atomic bomb. Yeah, all right. They beefing over land. They want more land, and you know, it's a religious war going on, man. We ain't got nothing to do with it. You would think. You would think, right? You would motherfucking think. Alright, y'all. Shit, I gotta get ready to go to work. So make sure I hit that like button. Make sure I subscribe to the channel. Ready to go out here in the motherfucking heat. We'll probably try to get it live in a little later if we can. Probably around like 1 or 12, depending on how the day go for real. But yeah, share the live, hit that like button. It's another day, keep it G News, and I'm out.